We're gonna, all right, gonna call this meeting to order. Roll call. Christine, you want to do roll call?
Ms. Austin,
Here.
Mr. Chairman,
Here?
Ms. Courtney,
Here.
Mrs. Jackson, Hanson.
Here.
Dutch.
Here.
Pledge allegiance to the flag.
Oh, gosh, I just got sacked.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, review and adoption of minutes, of meeting agenda. Everything all right with the meeting agenda?
Yes, I'll make a motion to approve as presented.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Is it all in favor? Okay, all in favor.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. And we got approval of minutes. We got October 9, regular meeting draft minutes. And October 23.
I'll approve as presented.
Okay, can we do them both at one time?
Yes.
Are you doing both?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Public hearing. Ordinance 04/2025. Ed?
Thank you, Mr. Vice Mayor. Good evening, members of council, ladies and gentlemen. This is a public hearing held under the authority of 15.2, 2204, Code of Virginia 1950 as amended. The necessary notices have been given and the application materials have been and are available for review at the office during normal business hours. Your item this evening is a special use permit application for 2025. It's number 3. It is to allow for the conversion of the second and third floor areas to 2 apartments. The location is 40 Cross Street. The property owner is White Rose Properties. The applicant is Mr. Sean Hackney. The acreage, we were unable to determine the exact acreage. But the map numbers are 20A1, 59, and 60. The zoning is B1. It is in the historic overlay district. The use is a 3-story office building with past uses, including bank and retail. The adjacent area is commercially zoned and used as well as residentially used. There's going to be no additional work on the building, no expansion of the outside wall, so there'll be no environmental impacts. The comprehensive plan designates the area as general retail and services. There's supporting language in the plan that aligns to this request, and that's found under economic goals and objectives. The goal being expand the economic activities commensurate with the existing character and lifestyle of the local community, and the objective being encourage a diversified, vibrant environment through mixed-use development, which combines residential, commercial, and recreational functions. This follows the concept of a higher density mixed-use waterfront development, which would not be the case here, but that is the language in the plan. The applicant notes additional residents as a positive attribute, and while the comprehensive plan does not offer a housing-focused goal or subsequent objectives, it does, under general land use and objectives, state as a goal, encourage harmonious and wise use of the land in all future development decisions, and as an objective, retain and promote low-density residential development within the town. There are no setbacks or minimum lot sizes in the B1 district. There is a 35-foot height restriction, which a 3-story building comes close to meeting and perhaps exceeding. But given the time of construction of the building, it would be considered a legal, non-conforming, or grandfathered structure. Various state agencies and contractors were contacted for comments on this case, and no comments of concern were received. The ordinance does not list specific concerns to consider when reviewing the special use permit, such as light, noise, odors, etc. However, the ordinance recognizes the authority to impose conditions to mitigate adverse situations related to the general health, safety, and welfare of those on or about the property, such as adjacent uses and structures. As this is an existing mixed-use area, the proposed use can be considered generally compatible. Still, condition 4 is suggested to secure a diversified mixed-use environment combining residential and commercial uses, in accord with the plan. And that condition reads, first or ground floor activities shall be limited to those commercial uses permitted by right or by special use permit under the then existing Town of Urbana zoning ordinance. Most conditions are standard, such as 1, 2, 3, and 6. The remaining condition 5 addresses parking, and that is suggested to avoid burdening on-street parking demand. That particular condition, this basically reflects just what the zoning ordinance says. For each residence, you have to have at least 2 parking spots. Whenever you have a total number of parking spots in a project, 1/4 have to be dedicated to handicap. So we're talking about 4 parking spaces being designated off the street that would be on the property, and one of those 4 has to be designated for handicap use. Last night, the Planning Commission conducted their public hearing. They made a recommendation to approve the permit with the conditions you have before you. I'd be happy to take any questions you have, and the applicant is present this evening.
I don't have questions for you, but I do the applicant.
They approved it unanimously.
They recommended approval unanimously, yeah.
Me too.
What exactly is the problem?
It's-
40 program.
You don't think
It's the old bank building.
Old bank.
It's across Prince George Street from
I know
the
what-
old Exxon
I know
station.
what-
Yep.
Yeah,
Bay Design, Bay Design.
Bay design.
Yeah.
I think it's a fabulous idea. I think
Okay.
it'd been, I love
Yeah.
Bottoms Retail and
Yeah.
I know you guys will do a killer
Right,
job.
we know y'all.
Any questions for me?
no.
No, I was just going to say that this supports the change to the ordinance that we made a year ago
Right.
regarding not having currently commercial B1 property converted into residences, but allowing higher stories, second and third stories, or the
Right.
parts of it, yeah, as long as it was associated with a business use. So this is a great example
Yeah.
Mhm.
of that. The parking is the parking lot. They have
Around
a
back.
Parking lot. There's an elevator. There is a fire escape. It's in good condition. I'm trying to think of what else.
Other things to
It wouldn't be eligible for short-term rental.
Yeah, that's my question. That's why I said I
Yeah.
didn't have a question because,
Yeah.
you know, we've already had somebody come in here, get something done, and now it's a short-term rental.
Yes, I know it.
And it's infuriating.
I know.
And not that I would be, I would probably be infuriated, Sean, honestly, because if you're going to use it for short-term rental, I think we need to know that up front.
But
So-
it's not allowed.
Right.
That's one thing that Ted clarified last night that I think, I can't think of anything else that
Why
was.
isn't it allowed?
Someone asked for a question about the fire suppression, if it was sprinkled.
Yes, and it does have a
Let's do
sprinkler.
that.
Yes.
It does.
This is a public hearing, so the public, am I correct?
Applicant would be next.
The applicant will be lit. Mr. Hack?
I don't have any particular comments, but.
Can you go to the stand?
Yeah, go to. the-
Thanks.
Hi,
Hi.
any questions to take?
Yeah, just that you're, like I asked, no
Yeah.
short-term rental. Don't come
That's
back
not the
for it
intent.
later. Don't.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's,
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, he owns the property. I'm
Mhm.
sure if it ended up you had to do, or you wanted to do, or something came up and he had to do a short-term rental, I don't have a problem with that. It's on the
It-
second. and
it's a
third.
zoning, it's still the zoning thing
Then we
that,
should
that
rezone it.
stops that.
Okay, I'll explain this from history. Okay. So about a year ago, the way the ordinance was written was that any R1 or residential use could be done in the B1 district, which meant you could have a commercially zoned piece of vacant land and build a single family house on it. You all changed that. You took away the R1 by right that was allowed under the B1 and you took it away. One of the R1 uses was short-term rentals. So when you took that away,
Right.
the whole list went away. The
No.
whole list went away.
No, it was,
It was
But
not-
I understand a lot
He
of
has the
stuff.
right future if he wants to.
But he does.
Come in,
live
But
under-
the ordinance doesn't allow.
I think we should change it back.
no.
Okay.
Okay.
You okay?
I've said what the ordinance says.
Okay, all right. All right, if you have nothing else to say, I'm gonna open up to the public. Let
Yep.
them see what they have. to
Thank
say.
you, Sean.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you want to speak afterwards, regards to something they say or?
You're welcome.
I reserve the right to return.
Yes, yes.
Well, I'll see. Gotta get it.
Sure.
Yep, you gotta get up there.
Take your time.
Or don't rush.
I don't rush anymore.
Belly
Belly
help Only been here 11 minutes, so you're good. We're almost done.
Christy Ansavino. What's my address? 350 Howard Street. I have just done a cursory exploration, mainly from talking with Sean and Marnie. And I think it's an excellent idea. The only comment I want to make is when you get to that third floor, you're gonna have to fumigate. You might have to strip down to the studs and really fumigate. I'm serious. A friend of mine did a closing up there on property and she said, Christy, the cigarette smoke is just,
Mhm.
it is on everything. Anyway, I know you all will enjoy eventually this project. When you get over all the stress things, but it's gonna be nice and they're gonna do an awesome
know.
job. And
Oh,
it's just,
absolutely.
what a gift to the community.
Yeah.
I really think it is. You're saving a building and you're making it into something that's gonna be attractive.
Sean,
Thank you, Sean.
could you
Thanks, Christy.
describe the units just briefly?
Sure.
Because I'm sure that will be something that people are curious about.
Yeah, so each floor is approximately 1,000 square feet. 2 bedroom, 2 bath. Currently, each unit has 1 bath with typically 2 bath, units inside of it.
Stalls.
Yeah, and kitchens, full kitchens, both do. So there's really not a lot of material change that's occurring other than the conversion from having a dozen plus employees on each of these floors into single family dwellings.
And
So-
you're gonna be commercial on the
Mm.
bottom floor,
Mm-hmm,
continue to be commercial.
mm-hmm. That's the plan.
Okay.
How many businesses are you gonna have down below? Is it just gonna be like one big office space or a big retail
What's
space?
there right
or-
now?
So Bay
Yeah.
Design will stay there.
So
That's not downstairs.
Oh, that's-
not the
that is
story.
downstairs.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Oh, so that's part of the,
Yes. Yeah.
so it's the big side where was the drive-in?
It's the whole
Bay?
thing. Yeah, the whole thing is,
No, I'm saying Bay
is
Design.
there.
I knew they were in that one
Yeah.
section that,
Yeah.
but I didn't realize they were on the first floor.
They
of the
also
three-story building.
have storage on the first floor.
Okay,
So the first floor sprawls into the, what I'll refer to as the
Pizza Bank.
Pizza Hut bank,
Uh,
because it's got that roof line.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's where Bay redesigned and there's office space. That
okay,
is first floor that extends into
Into
a
the first
hallway,
floor.
into the
Okay.
first floor of the main old Middlesex bank.
okay,
And so there is one area that's storage for them that will retain that way. There's an attorney. There is likely going to be a second attorney who will stay. And then there's a construction business there
oh, okay,
right now.
okay,
So the tendency is to, retain business
Mhm,
or retail
mhm,
down on the first floor,
mhm.
period.
okay,
Sounds
you.
good.
great.
Okay, any other questions?
Nope,
So we're supposed to approve or disapprove of this today,
Close your public hearing.
okay? We'll close the public hearing. And does anybody have a motion in regards to this?
I
I
Okay.
make the motion to,
actually go ahead, but we need to also make the motion to include the now I'm not finding
conditions.
the conditions that are listed.
So include the conditions that are listed. in-
They're on the second page of the staff report.
oh, so you need me to read the whole,
No,
You don't have to read
in-
each condition.
no.
You can state that,
just at where it says.
yes,
yeah, you,
suggested motion.
right at the bottom.
Okay, so suggested motion, planning commission move to recommend approval of special use permit 2025-03, subject to the conditions proposed. Move to approve, council move to approve special use permit
Yes.
2025-03, subject to the conditions proposed.
So that's your motion.
Yes.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call, is that what we do on this one?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
Motion's approved.
thank you so much.
Thank
Sean.
you,
Yeah,
Sean, you and
That's
Marnie.
exciting.
Yeah, we're glad
big
that you guys
investment.
are doing something with the, in the town, and it's always exciting.
I may sell my house and move in.
I know, that.
What are you gonna charge for rent? Have you thought about it? Couple thousand.
Depends on the tenant.
Uh-huh. I mean, really, it
Yep,
sounds
I'd
like
watch that.
carefree.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right, we
Yeah,
got
but-
staff reports. Let's move on. Town administrator.
I mean, who wants all the lawns and all the
All right, good evening again. This is the report for October. The meeting with the area health department contact has not been held, although we've communicated via phone concerning recent events such as the water line leak repair in the well house that was noted during council's October 9th meeting. I'm awaiting additional bids and once received, suggest a joint meeting of Water and Finance Committee to review those as well as timing and specifically as to timing, whether or not to coincide the work with the elevated tank inspection and painting with the work in the well house. So there's one system shut down and we don't have to do two. Additional topics would also include Meadow Lane pressure issue and notification regarding lead piping. I should note in conversations with two bidders on the above, I may also get some additional bids on the museum entrance. Meetings of committees are requested as noted. And then also the special events and the personnel, which we've had one this week and we'll be having another shortly. I completed a report to the Department of General Services concerning capital projects for FY25 and a critical infrastructure site inventory for Urbana as part of the all hazards plan. As to the no wake signs, only one source responded in the proposed needed revision to meet Department of Wildlife Resources enforcement criteria. And a revision has been received and DWR, Department of Wildlife Resources opinion's been sought. The kayak launch project is complete and all the final reports to all the agencies involved have been submitted. I had various companies initiate work to advance the purchase and occupancy of 300 Virginia Street. And to that end, I received and read through both the building inspection report and the environmental site assessment. Neither of those documents presents what I would call a deal killer. The buyer's agent is agreeable to addressing two of the issues identified in the building inspection, and the town in turn will take care of the rest of the items, which were very minor. I received a final version of the plat, which shows the improvements of the property, and I passed that to the attorney for review and use. I also spent some time exploring temporary long-term options for meeting space until revisions that may be necessary are completed. And nothing's been firmed up as of this date. I need to add to the report that this week I also consulted with the insurance company. They're aware of what's going on and they have all the documentation that they need, that once we take possession of the building, the new building will be added onto our property list and the insurance payments adjusted accordingly. The attorney and I spoke today, Andrea and I spoke today. She is poking along, prodding the title folks to get the title done so that the deed can be drafted. So we may be looking at a closing date earlier than December the 15th.
Nice.
And then we may be looking at either a joint possession for a while or a delayed possession. But we are definitely on schedule,
That's great.
if not a little bit ahead. I'd be happy to take any questions y'all have.
Oyster Festival, how'd that go? Or do you
Yep.
have any
Well,
report on that at all?
I have no report on that. While I'm here, I'll kind of allude to the treasurer's report. You have the treasurer's report. Michelle is actually doing some training up in Tappahannock. So she's not here this evening. And I would say that, 3-4 days out, we're not going to have a whole lot of
No.
numbers on Oyster
No.
Festival. So probably the next month, she'll have some numbers for you.
No, just me.
Um,
General
But
observation.
as I didn't see any problems. I
Yeah.
mean, there were always little nitpicky problems, like somebody left the car parked and
Yeah,
they had to track down somebody, get a car moved, but,
happens every year.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, just nitpicky stuff, the usual stuff.
I thought it was a great fest.
Yeah, it
Way to
seemed,
go.
yeah.
Thought it was down in population, but that made it nicer.
Oh, no, Friday was slamming
I didn't think so.
up in town when we
Yeah, I
were
was
up,
right in the heart of it.
up at Cross Street. Oh,
I was right in my old shop.
yeah,
Yeah, I could see a big difference. It was just made it really nice.
right.
Anybody else have any questions for Ted?
No.
Thank you.
You good?
I guess we'll say we've covered the treasurer's report as
Yeah,
well.
she's not here.
Yeah.
Town clerk.
Sean, you aren't required to sit through this.
Oh, I'm just gonna hang.
We'll wake you up when it's over.
Must be desperate for fun.
Totally. Doesn't look like it's gonna go.
No.
Thank you.
The most exciting news that I have is the very first thing there. We received the Municode books on November 5th. And you should have all received an email from me yesterday that has a zip file that contains each chapter as a PDF. And we're asking you to read through that. And then at the January work session, we can discuss any changes and then adopt it hopefully in February.
Yeah.
And then once it's adopted, once you all adopt the new code, which really the only thing that has changed is the numbering system. Then we'll get everything updated as to today. So it'll be all good and it'll also go online. So I'm just continuing with scanning things and recording everything, trying to make sure all of our records are destroyed that can be before we move so that we don't have to move them. Continue working on a records management policy and procedure. And then probably once we move, we'll talk more internally about naming conventions to standardize our filing systems. I think that's pretty much it.
Okay.
I went to, in October, I went to the Virginia Association of Government Archivists and Records Administrators Conference, which was always very informative. And that's all about what we're working on with the conversion of electronic
You found that
records.
Sanctuary
Yeah,
information, huh?
She did.
yeah, and we found
Oh,
the
good. I
the
didn't
letter
know that.
from 1960 something.
68,
Mhm.
7, like that, yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't it weird to have a big, that we're designated as a bird sanctuary, but we have a huge
Cat
number
issue.
of feral cats?
Yes, I know it.
It just
I know.
doesn't seem right.
Well, we've got the vultures,
That's the goal.
Right.
so
Yeah.
at least over in my side of town.
Yeah,
Thank you, Christine.
thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Ray.
Committee report.
They get along, they eat side by side, literally.
I don't. Personnel committee met, but we don't have any report, I don't think.
Ted, do we have any report on personnel committee?
Other than the fact that the next personnel committee meeting is going to take up a draft of the personnel policy,
It's December
Yes.
Yeah.
3rd.
December the 3rd. That date was just set today.
Okay. What about finance, water, or special events?
Nothing.
Nothing, okay. Well, let's move on to public comment 1.
I don't think we have anybody signed up.
Billy?
Not for either one.
Anybody signed up?
No,
Well. don't
come
get to-
on.
Do we need council response? I guess not.
Oh, can I say, I
Sure.
ran into AB Gravin and he said to tell everybody in the town, thank you so much for supporting him and in his position as Grand Marshal, and he really appreciates everything
Nice.
the town,
Nice.
Yeah.
that the town does for him,
And he's engaged now?
and he's
Is
engaged
he
now.
really?
Uh-huh.
And on that note, Sarah Hammond, Stokes, was confined to their nursing home, and she wasn't able to come and ride in the car and all that she wanted to do. But she got the recognition, and I think Pam and myself and probably somebody else from the Witch Festival Foundation are gonna go over there and present her with her awards.
Nice. That's was so nice.
So anyway, that's where we are on that. All right, moving to number 10. Excuse me.
Yep, we also lost Mr. Busk.
Yes.
a couple weeks ago.
Yes, we
Mhm.
did.
I think
So that
It
was,
longer than
months
that.
It's
ago.
been like 2 months.
Yeah.
Been a couple.
oh, I thought she passed in
Mr. Vice
October.
Mr. Vice Mayor, I
Yeah.
think you're kind of into council announcements and requests.
Unfinished business is number 10.
Mhm.
Okay, is that right?
Mhm.
All right,
We have none?
none. Number 11, none.
Mhm.
And no public comment too.
Right.
Council announcements and requests. Okay, I understand, Ted.
Okay.
Keep me on track.
So there's none of that. So,
Do you have any announcements?
just motion to adjourn.
Second.
Well, we'll certainly accept that. Is the second on that? Did you second that one?
Alana has seconded.
Seconded it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
And
righty.
and
Good
one
job.
meeting next month,
Anything
the
down?
11th.
December